It's a day like any other. I hear a commotion from the academy field and go take a look. Director, don't tell me you used your pocket money again. What are you planning to do with a farm this size? Cease. Desist. Wait, Tazuna. I'll have you know there's a very good explanation. I would certainly like to hear it. Benevolence. You see, I thought we might need to liven up the venue during the URA finale. When you think of racecourses, what springs to mind? That's right, the food. A hearty meal and thrilling race go hand in hand. You know, when I first heard this, I didn't know if I thought it was just insane. But I haven't been to a horse race. I've been to the Indy 500. 8 years ago. We just sat on the hills in the middle and watched the race. I don't remember the food. I almost went to a horse race in South Dakota, but it got rained out. So, I also have no standing. But not just any food will do. It has to be impactful and memorable and get the people talking. Thusly, I have decided that we will set up our own fields to grow Tracen brand carrots. Alright, I see where you're coming from, Director. Your heart's always in the right place. But your head, on the other hand, what were you thinking? Tazuna, mercy, have mercy. Dare I ask whether you saw that? Well, apologies. We've shown you a most shameful display. Segue. You've been working hard. Splendid. You're getting solid results, and fan base is growing rapidly. Aim for even greater success to secure your place in the URA finale. Oh, that's right. Speaking of working hard. Hello there, everyone. Hello. Oh, Trainer Kiryu-in. And Meek, too. What a coincidence. I was just about to mention you two. Splendid. Your growth has been no less impressive than Trainer Best Out There's. Thank you very much, Director. Thanks to Trainer Best Out There, we have no more doubts. No more doubts. That's right. We resolve to share our burdens, walk side by side, and aim for the top together. I'll win. That'll prove that I have the best trainer in the world. And I'll work harder than ever. I want to see Meek win the highest honor. Conquering the URA finale. That's our shared goal. Well, then we shouldn't enter the same race, please. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Oh, so this is where you've all been. Good afternoon, everyone. May I have a little of your time? Oh, Miss Otonashi. Of course. What can we do for you? Well, you see, there's something I want to show you. With a sly smile, reporter Otonashi shows us an article about the URA finale that's been posted online. The internet. Before scrolling down to the comments section to reveal a wall of posts from expectant fans. Wow, people commenting on a news site? Is this 2005? Oh my. Thanks to all your efforts, the URA finale is attracting a lot of attention. Excellent. Everything's coming together. Conviction. We're going to make the URA finale a huge success. The URA finale. An event where all Umamusume can shine. It's hard to contain my incitement as it gets closer. Friendship up by a singular digit number. 7 turns. What was it talking about 3 in a row? I'm gonna have to reread that. This year, Symboli, Rudolf, and I will finally be competing at this senior level. We've come together to the shrine to pray for her success. Scene. It seems the instructors are already here. Hello there, Rudolf. Here for a New Year's visit, are you? Indeed. Happy New Year to you. I mean to visit again later with the rest of the student council, but I thought I might pay an informal visit first. I hope you don't mind. Not at all. I presume you'll be praying for success in your races? Of course. Although, considering my position, it would only be proper to pray for the success of the academy as well. You're always president mode, aren't you? That's why the students all say they can rely on you. Rely on me? A shadow falls over Rudolph's face for a moment, but it leaves as quickly as it arrived. My parents did always say they needed to keep a real eye on me, to keep out of mischief. Well, if it ain't the punniest thing I've heard all day. Punniest? Dear me. That's a good one. I'm sorry, I can't laugh like that. I'm getting the impression that the teachers share Rudolph's sense of humor. Eventually, the teachers leave. But Rudolph still seems to have something on her mind. That's why we're here. What's up? I expected to hear the reason why her expression clouded over a few minutes ago, but instead, I fear I've embarrassed myself. I concocted a falsehood for the sake of a joke. It's a joke. It's not like they'll tell your parents, and it's not like your parents know. I was never an especially mischievous child, let alone infamous for such behavior. That joke I told was a fabrication, and I should know better than anyone that reflecting reality is the essence of comedy. It's more like reflecting a side of reality that everyone knows about, not necessarily that you've experienced. The idea suddenly appeared in my mind, and I acted rashly on the impulse. I regret my actions entirely. Let's forget about that. Yes, let's. We have no time to be agonizing over crimes against comedy. Our schedule is full to bursting. Even the shrine visit is pressed for time. So here's off to a busy start, eh? The start of a new year is always busy. We have associates to greet, New Year's gatherings to attend, leftover work from the previous year. Our duties are many and varied. So, seeing as we have so little time, let's get to the point. They say a wish cannot survive being put into words, but they also say that a promise made is a promise kept. And I would prefer to speak our wishes aloud, so that we might share them. What do you think? Yes. Then, tell me your wish for this year. Dominance. I want you to be the greatest emperor in history. Dominance? Well now, that's quite the audacious goal. Are you asking me to rise to the same level of deities of myth? Yes. The road would be long and arduous. But then, I wouldn't have it any other way. And besides, I do admire that you can make such grand declarations without batting an eyelid. Very well. Let us walk the path of dominance together. I trust this year will be our greatest yet. What's your resolution, my girl? Come on. But dang. You need to rest. I will not take no for an answer. This is the worst thing that could possibly happen. One evening, as Symboli, Rudolf, and I are making our way through the shopping district. What's happening over there? Step right up and try your luck with our New Year raffle. The year's grand prize is a hot spring vacation for 2. First prize winners get a deluxe carrot hamburger steak. Second prize winners get a bushel of carrots. And third prize winners can take home a single carrot. Ah yes, a carrot. I can buy a bag of those for like $4. You two over there, care to try your luck? It looks like a raffle. Trainer, shall we? This is surprising. What, for me to be intrigued? It just so happens that I have a ticket. Brian gave it to me. I recall she said she needed somebody to dump it on. But even if she hadn't, I am interested in the raffle for its own sake. To entrust one's fate to chance and receive a commensurate prize in return. It is almost like a test of one's worth. True worth. I could hardly call myself emperor if I did not win something suitably extravagant. Which is to say, I will be satisfied with nothing less than the grand prize. The hot spring trip. Oof. Neither will I. Let's win. How about it? Shall we prove our worth? It's gonna test my contract. We glance at another nod, and then turn the handle together. A small plastic ball drops from the tumbler's opening. We got a second prize winner. It's your lucky day. You're going home with a bushel of carrots. I can't believe this. I'm sure there's literally a hot spring around the corner. thank you.
なるほど。
Ah, splendid. These will prove to be useful. Useful. The student council was just planning an event to raise the student spirits. With this many carrots, I dare say we can offer a special meal for that day.
そうだ
I'll contact the cafeteria and see what they can do on short notice.
な。なあ。
It's a bushel. It's like 5. Maybe 10. Perhaps you could help? I know. Why don't you be my royal taster? I'll warn you, this is an important duty. I trust you'll not shirk it. And that's how I earned a prestigious position in the Emperor's court. Energy +2, honey. Speed +5, stamina +5, power. Oh my god, we're doing amazing! Mood didn't go up due to migraine, which I am about to fix. With the end of January approaching, the hustle and bustle of the new year has started to settle down. Symboli Rudolf has asked me to meet her at the dorms so we can hammer out a training plan. I'm so sorry. I can't believe you sent a car all the way to the house to pick me up. It was no trouble at all. I'm simply glad to see you back at school. With your debut on the horizon, please know that the student council stands behind you. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to call on us. Thank you, President. This really means a lot.
さて、
Seems to be the last of them. Greeting the latecomers.
トレーナー君。
Ah, trainer. You're already here. Yes, indeed. That was the last arrival, and now the student body is back up to its full complement. It's hard to believe that there are still students filtering back in with January ending. Shake my head in disbelief.
残念だ。
Often there are several students who don't come back at all. Just as they encounter the true cruelty and intensity of racing, they return to the warm embrace of their family. One can hardly blame them for wanting to stay. If that is what they truly desire, then I wish them well. But if some piece of their heart remains on the turf, don't you think someone should give them the push to try again, one more time? I do. How do we go about this, though? Come to think of it, after our New Year's Shrines visit, there was a period of time where Symboli's Rudolf's phone line was always busy. Have you been calling them yourself?
そうだ。
Perhaps I should leave it to Airgroove and the other student council members in the future. I know that I can be imposing. They would likely be more sensitive. But after seeing how exhausted Airgroove was at the end of last year, I don't want to impose any of my selfishness on her. Selfishness? Well, do I not seem selfish? And arrogant, besides. What else could you call an individual who presumes to guide the entire student body? What I'm doing now deviates significantly from my official student council responsibilities. So I won't ask anyone to indulge me. Not even you. Now, I believe we have some training plans to iron out. We ought to. Phone ring.
すまない。
Excuse me, that's my phone. Would you mind if I take this? It could be urgent. Cellular device. Symboli Rudolf speaking. How can I help you?
何？
Airgroove did what?
おい。
Airgroove. President, whatever is the matter?
なあ。
What do you think? I heard you collapsed. Is everything all right?
あ。
Not to worry. I've made certain my duties won't be affected. Brian has been coordinating the handover. That's not what I meant. I'm asking about your condition.
手見せよ。
Work can wait. I can catch up on any deficit afterward. If there's been a handover, the doctor must have ordered you to rest. What's your diagnosis? Apparently I'm just overworked. I apologize.
どうした？
What for? I'm the one who owes you an apology. It's as plain as day that preventing overwork falls on the president's shoulders. If I had managed our personnel better, this never would have happened. Forgive me. You shouldn't... No one should have to suffer for my shortcomings. Such immaturity is infuriating, shameful, unforgivable. President,
ああ。
but here and now, I swear that I will redouble my dedication to the student council. I will start by taking on a portion of the work that I've left for the rest of you.
いや。
But President, with all due respect, that will interfere with your
い
racing.
や。
I've balanced both well enough so far. A little extra weight won't tip the scales. The Emperor's road is not an easy one, President. Any additional burden, what good is an emperor who can't protect her subjects? You have your own dreams, do you not? Dreams of finding glory as an Uma Musume. What will become of those dreams if you work yourself to exhaustion? The work of the student council can't take precedence. I'll take care of everything. You focus on resting and recovering. Are we agreed? Dare you look down on me? Airgroove? Is that all we are to you? Dreams for your shepherd? You tell me not to apologize. You then say it's all your fault. Don't you see? You're treating us like children. You've got it all wrong, President. You don't understand at all. We are. Airgroove, what's wrong? What do you think doing? Airgroove, you should be resting. I'm sorry to have disturbed you, Airgroove. I'll come again some other time. Well, that sucks. She's not feeling well. But that's gonna happen when you have to balance racing practice with dancing practice, with school, with the student council. That's an awful lot to do. With the benefits of rest, Airgroove quickly makes a full recovery and apologizes for her outburst. Symboli Rudolf apologizes in kind, and on the face of it, everything seems to have been resolved. But the incident casts a long shadow over Symboli Rudolph's heart. Guts +5. We're going to the infirmary, my girl. No. Symboli Rudolph's student council business has been particularly demanding today. Seeing that she's starting to flag, I encourage her to take a break. I doubt I am half as tired as you think, but I see your point. There are plenty more meetings to attend come the afternoon. Perhaps 40 winks would help me for the task ahead. Where am I? I could have sworn I was in the infirmary. Oh, there's some people over there. I feel as though I've seen them somewhere before. Could they be the three goddesses? I've heard they appear in dreams to grant the dreamer's wishes, but I thought it was a frivolous rumor. The three goddesses seemed to hear Symboli Rudolph's advice. They turned toward her and approached slowly. I need no such assistance. I will seize my dreams myself. My path is my own. I require no aid to walk it, be it from the goddesses or anyone else. The three goddesses smile serenely. A bright light fills the surroundings. As I thought, it was just a dream. Still, I feel somehow lighter. Taking a break was a wise choice, it seems. Full strength. Energy. Yes. 100. It is Valentine's Day, and the Academy is humming with anticipation. While the other students typically hesitate to approach members of the Student Council, more than a few of them have been emboldened by the occasion. Their gifts are piled high by the wall of the Student Council office. This looks like a principal's office. Why do you need sofas? Now there's a familiar sight. Already that time of year again, is it? Is that all Valentine's Day chocolate?
Yeah.
Technically speaking, not all of it is chocolate. There are some other kinds of confections too, and some assorted knickknacks. But in sense, you mean, yes, they are all gifts for the Student Council. Sure, popular. We are well known. The higher our profile among the students, the larger our pool of potential admirers. I expect their admiration is more akin to that of celebrities than anything else. Besides, at their age, the younger students desire someone to look up to. And who could fill that role better than the Emperor? You're impressively objective about it all. On the contrary, I am a young Uma Musume like any other. I might try to take a neutral view, but I cannot help but be flattered. I should add, all of these gifts were left in the Student Council office rather than placed in our hands directly. Those who left them might have been too intimidated to ask us to address us directly. But that only makes their courage all the more admirable. They are pure and earnest to the core. One cannot help but feel affection. You're smiling ear from ear. But of course, how could I not when speaking of our precious students? Now, I must see to sorting through these chocolates. This may take some time. You might want to come back later. I can give you a hand. No, I couldn't possibly. Well, you are my confidant. I suppose no one would mind. Very well. Your aid is much appreciated. Shall we begin? First, we'll arrange the store-bought goods by sell-by date. These boxes should come in useful. Well, I think that just about does it. Thank you. With your help, it took almost no time at all.
したものか。
Still, this does pose a quandary. What do you mean?
いや、
You've done so much to help me today, but I have nothing to offer in return. Like the telephone said to the angry ruler, this calls for drastic measures. Got a bad feeling about this.
よし。
I am left with no choice but to confess my deepest secret. You might find this difficult to believe, but I can do magic. Come again? You might think I've gone mad, but it's the truth. Royal blood can grant magical powers. I'm sure you've heard the stories. What if I said my family was such line? Was one such line. Simply Rudolph's eyes are too intense for this to be a joke. I feel like this is a funny story, though.
トレーナー君、
Let me prove my powers to you now. Close your eyes and hold out your hand. Yes, good, just like that. Now,
さあ、
you may open your eyes. A present adorned with a golden ribbon sits in my
ハッピーバ
palm.
レンタイン。
Happy Valentine's Day, trainer.
ほら、
This chocolate is my gift to you. I hope you find it to your liking.
いや、
Perhaps that was a little too theatrical. I'm used to receiving chocolate, but far less accustomed to giving it. I fear I got a little carried away. So you were lying about the magic.
ああ、
Lying! No, it was a joke. Not at all. I cast a spell on the chocolate. A spell of good cheer for you to enjoy as you take a bite. Sure enough, when I take a bite, I can't help breaking into a smile. Yes!
初子貫徹。
First, what are... Well, no, we can't race. What are our skills? 60.
初子、 承知した。
This isn't looking good. I'm just hoping... Yay.
ウマ娘たちも
Rainbow? Guts?
一緒にトレーニングだの。
Okay, we're gonna need a rest. Symboli Rudolf has been training harder than ever in the run-up to the spring Tenno show, adjusting her focus to account for the unique demands of the race. We need stamina, don't we? But now that she's a senior and making a name for herself in the racing world, the demands on her time are multiplying. So to wrap things up, could you tell us what your plans are for the future?
ああ、
I mean to recommit myself for training, with the goal of becoming the emperor of all Umamusume. I hope that you continue to cover every step of my imperial
やっ
campaign.
てみせよ。
I promise to exceed all of your expectations. You sound as confident as ever. I'll be rooting for you.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Next is my TV interview. I believe... My schedule's been packed a little too tight, perhaps. As a rising star, Symboli Rudolf is constantly swamped with interviews. She takes it all in stride, saying that it's proof of the stir she's been causing in the racing world. But I'm a bit worried. Shall we head to the track? This interview presents a golden opportunity for the Academy. Perfect for the announcement I have planned. Huh? You can cock your head at me all you like, but I'm not telling. You'll just have to wait and see. And that concludes our tour of the Academy. We host guided visits periodically, so apply if you're interested. It's fascinating, but is there any other way to get for a feel for the Academy aside from guided tours? Indeed there is. And what's more, it will be held in only a few days' time. How interesting. Can you tell us more?
はい、
It's called the Fan Fest. Every spring, Drayson Academy hosts a large event complete with racers and more. It's intended to help our students interact with the fans who support them. This year, we plan to expand its scope and create our first Mega Fan Fest. You don't say. How are you going to make it bigger? We plan to offer additional races, volunteer presentations, live panels with Academy graduates, and a wide variety of other new activities for visitors to enjoy. It will be accessible for both racing fans and newcomers alike. That sounds marvelous. Do you have any plans to take part in the event yourself? I will spend most of the Fan Fest patrolling the grounds in my capacity as Student Council President, but to close out the day, I will take part in the main attraction, the exhibition race. Wow. Holy moly, so we'll get to see your race in person? How incredibly exciting. You hear that, everyone? Make sure to check out Trayson's Academy FanFest. You're guaranteed to have a fantastic time. Fanfestic. I said it wrong. I thought she was emphasizing the fan, but she put fest in the middle. Be sure not to miss this opportunity to watch our very own Uma Musume compete live on the track. That's the last one for today. What's this about the exhibition race? I've been planning it for a while, but I only received the official approval a few days ago. As the name implies, I'm hoping to make it the FanFest's main attraction. Accordingly, I have scheduled it as the finale of the event, and gathered all of the school's best racers to take part. The Emperor's presence on the track will only raise its profile further. If I can personally attribute the FanFest's success, then so much the better. You should have told me sooner. Exhibition or not, a race is a race. I would have appreciated the opportunity to adjust her training regimen so she could give it her best performance, and I tell her as much.
Yeah.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I've already factored in our current schedule. No adjustments will be required. But that will still place a heavy burden on her. As her trainer, it's something I can't ignore. You need to rely on me more. I appreciate your concern, trainer. Truly I do. But on the same token, I ask the same from you. Please have a little more faith in me. No, perhaps that's the wrong way of thinking about it. If I were truly worth believing in, I wouldn't have to convince you at all. Hey, that, I believe, is what Air Groove was trying to tell me. Got it all wrong, President. You don't understand at all.
Yes.
I must be more selfless, push myself harder, make greater sacrifices. Who will follow the Emperor if she doesn't show that she can lead? My ideal is still a distant dream. I must seek out more victories and greater prestige. From the way she's speaking, she should sound grand, but instead she just looks like she's drowning. Have you spoken with Airgroove?
Yeah.
Not yet. Preparing for the FanFest has kept her too busy. Besides, she has already thrown down the gauntlet, and I have found my answer to it. I will put on such a convincing performance at the exhibition race that none will be able to doubt me. Failure is a luxury I can't afford on such a grand stage. A mediocre performance will undermine the impact I've made on the racing world, and I cannot allow that. Every word lands like another weight on her back. It almost hurts to watch. There you are, President. There are a few things I needed to confirm with you about the FanFest. Of course. I'll be right there. My apologies, trainer, but duty calls. She departs, leaving me wonder once more if there's anything I can do to help her. Good thing you're smart, but my girl. Now, I'd love to do that, but a 34% chance of failure is nothing I can abide by. Trainer best out there. Thanks for inviting me out today. So what are we doing today? How about a hike? Something I would do. A hike? You mean in the woods or something? I go there often for training. Sounds good to me. Let's go. We're really deep in the woods, aren't we? I've never been here before. It's quite a steep hill up ahead. Look at how much the path twists and turns, too. Not to mention the wind. I had no idea this was here. I bet it would make a great place for training. Have you been using this area for training, perhaps? No, I just found it. Thank you for showing me such an invaluable place. I was just thinking about implementing a new training regimen for Meek, so this is perfect timing. I really can't thank you enough. Oh, what? Don't be so modest. I won't let this favor go to waste. Forgive my eagerness, but I'm gonna give it a try now. All of a sudden, Kiryuin begins to run up the slope in a fine display of athleticism. She's back by my side in a flash. It's less slippery than I thought, so maybe. This time she takes off in a different direction, but the path is blocked by multiple places by fallen trees. Just jump over them. Be careful. This is great. This is great. I only ran through some of the preliminary exercises, but I was able to confirm almost everything that I needed. Those fallen trees are perfect height for jumping over, and the soil's firm enough for safe landings.
Yes.
There's nothing especially dangerous out here, so this is the perfect place to train. So athletic!
Hi.
Thank you. This is also thanks to the trainer's handbook. Train not only your mind, but also your body. There is much to be learned from honing your physique.
それで
Ever since I was a kid, I played every sport you can imagine, and put that wisdom to use. I'm far from a professional athlete, of course, nor am I a match for an umamusume when it comes to running. But I believe I've earned enough to pass on my experience. It's very admirable. It is. I wish I were like you. Not at all. I'm still a novice, really. But it makes me happy to hear such praise from a contemporary. I promise I won't disappoint you. I'll continue to work hard from now
あ
on.
りがとうございます。
Anyway, thanks for showing me this place. Once I get home, I'm going to work on that training regimen. Oh, and I'll be sure to share it with you once I'm done. The next day, Trainer Kiryuin shares her new special training regimen with me, just like she promised. Rudolf. Run up random hills. This is true. There can be no failure. Rain noises. I think I'm dying. I need water. What? No, don't say it. Water everywhere. And the rain's only getting stronger.
はい。
The forecast says there's a huge storm coming, so we won't be able to train outside. I checked the news, only to see reports of a record-breaking winds and rain throughout the country. I have a bad feeling about this. The storm leaves its mark everywhere it goes. Not even the URA finale is safe. Enough! I'll go and negotiate myself. I'll make this happen no matter what.
もう
Director, please, that's not going to help. What's the matter?
トレーナーさん
Trainer, you see, the thing is, the URA finale might have to be called off. What? You are aware that the race courses are made of turf, yes? Except for the dirt one. That turf is grown on one of a small number of designated farms and then laid on the track. However, I have just been told that the recent stormy weather has ruined the turf we were growing. That turf was intended for the URA finale. For safety reasons, the track surface must be replaced before the race. However, with the replacement turf destroyed, I suppose it would be possible to restrict the event to dirt tracks, but inconceivable. That's no good at all. The URA finale is meant to give every umamusume chance at glory. Director. Determination. I will make it happen by any means necessary. I will not betray the umamusume who worked so hard for this race, or the fans who have supported them.
かかってくるな
I set out to give every umamusume a chance to shine. Until that goal is finished, I will not stop. Director. I wonder what she's planning. This is hardly out of character for her, but I hope she doesn't push herself too hard. I'm worried too. It's hard not to be, isn't it? Ever since I first met her, she has always been a force of nature. She has.
はい
Her mother, the former director, is an exceptional woman. Her expertise regarding umamusume was actively sought after, not only in Japan, but all over the world. Eventually, she decided to move her focus overseas. Considering her daughter's young age, the plan was originally for somebody else to succeed her as director. However, Miss Akikawa spoke up and asked to take over herself. She won the position with a speech that would rival any adult. It truly was inspiring, you know. Everyone who heard it could feel the breadth of her knowledge, the clarity of her vision, and above all, the depth of her love for umamusume. She might look immature, and she certainly can act chaotically at times, but her feelings for umamusume are genuine.
残念です
She poured all that love into planning this race, and now it might come to nothing. Then, we have to make it happen.
はい
We do. I'll rack my brain for a solution.
お願いします
So please, I would appreciate any help you can give. The URA finale. Cancelled. Hopefully you can find a way to stop that from happening. But what can we possibly do? It's almost time for training. I'll just normalize these files first. If you dare get another thing, I'm not throwing you to the infirmary. We have no time. Excellent. That's done with. Now, what's left? Of course. I need to skim the documents for tomorrow's meeting. I might as well give them a thorough read while I've got them. These points could definitely be expressed more clearly. Perhaps I should go over these again and trim them down a little. Then again, time is dwindling. No, I can't just leave them like this. I should fix this passage at the very least. By the time Symboli Rudolf fixes up the documents to her satisfaction, training time has already come and gone. Energy up, mood is fine. Okay. So, speed. We need stamina. Yay. Will we live long enough to take advantage of it? I think we have enough speed. The day of the Fan Fest has arrived. Symboli Rudolf takes to the specially erected stage to lead the opening ceremony. As I announced several days ago on TV, I have christened this event to the Academy's first mega Fan Fest. At the time, I explained that this represented its increased scale and participation. But to tell the truth, there is one more mega aspect to this Fan Fest, namely, the scale of our gratitude for our fans. We could not be able to chase our dreams if you did not come to watch us race. We all strive to honor your support with our best performances, but this alone cannot repay our debt. So on behalf of all the Umamusume of Tracing Academy, allow me to express my gratitude for each and every one of you. Symboli Rudolph's opening address is a little formal, but her commanding demeanor has the fans listening raptly, to a point. Well then, allow me to bring this address to a close with a spot of comedy. Like a gutter on a stormy day, I am grateful. What is she doing? There weren't any puns in the script. Damn it, she's gone rogue. The other student council members tense up and the audience reaction is... Was it a joke? Grateful. Ah, a pun! You know, I keep wondering, do you think the president secretly likes comedy? I was thinking the same thing. Only she's so serious, I figured there was no way. Wait, you two as well? Then there's no doubt about it. The president's a pun lover. The emperor cracking jokes, I love it. Go, Symboli Rudolf. They're all laughing. I knew my secret weapon wouldn't fail me. Symboli Rudolph's jokes set the crowd on fire, even if it's not the way she intended it. Mood great. Level 3. Remember. Please. The opening address concluded. The Fan Fest begins in earnest. Symboli Rudolph's big moment will be the exhibition race at the end of the event. Despite technically being a ceremonial race, it's certain to be competitive. If possible, I'd like her to spend the morning resting up, but... So in short, the carrot-picking event is struggling for attendees? That's right. It looks like the scavenger hunt behind it is getting all the attention. That won't be very encouraging for the students running it. What other large events are on at the moment? There's the cosplay race. It's out on the school track. It's relatively close by. We can try funneling attendees to the carrot-picking event from there. Let's extend the time we have posted for it as well. I'll give Team G permission to make the changes. Roger that, President. I'll do it right away. Seems like you got a lot on your plate. I apologize. I know I should know better than to sigh like that in public. It's not what I meant. And I should not be making you look after me either. Go on, look around. Explore. The students have put their all into making this festival as good as it can be. I want as many people as possible to enjoy themselves. Much as I'd like to enjoy the festival, it's hard not to worry when she looks so tired. Not that it's much of a surprise. The combination of training, student council duties, and planning the festival has been running her ragged. Ah, President. There you are. Airgroove, how can I help you? I sent you a request for additional resources a while ago, but I never received a reply. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It slipped my mind. Your request is approved. You may go ahead. Very well. If you'll excuse me. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. What a blunder. I hardly deserve to call myself president. Are you sure you're not just tired? Perhaps so, but the failure is still mine. If I can't look after my own well-being, well, what good am I? No, I must pull myself together. The spectators at the exhibition are expecting me to see me at full strength. A great number of students will filter in after the other races finish as well. I have to show them a performance worthy of the Emperor. Are you sure you're going to be alright? Hey, you're good. Hopefully that has something to do with it. Never fear. I'm always right, am I not? Now go ahead and enjoy the Fan Fest. I need to return to the Student Council office to receive some more requests. The event continues smoothly thanks to the efforts of the Student Council, but I can't quite shake a lingering sense of unease. It's finally time for the event you've all been waiting for, the Tracen Academy Exhibition Race. Needless to say, all eyes are on the Emperor Symboli Rudolf. How will she rule the track today? The crowd is buzzing with anticipation. The crowd is more curious about how Symboli Rudolf will win, rather than whether she'll win. But that's not how things pan out. And we're coming into the final stretch, but it looks like Symboli Rudolf is having some trouble. There's someone coming up on the outside, but it's not Symboli Rudolf. It's... The heck was that? Isn't she supposed to be the Emperor? Never seen the President run so slow. What happened? You might want to cover your ears. President. In the end, Symboli Rudolf never manages to separate herself from the pack. It's a disappointing performance for the Emperor, and the crowd knows it. Crowd shouldn't be so picky. Thanks for keeping our wit up, Kirin. Finally. With the Fan Fest over, our usual training schedule resumes. One evening, I head back to the academy, driven by a sense of unease I can't quite place. I feel bad. Only to see Rudolf standing alone on the training track. She's very hard on herself. But her dream is amazing. It's a shame she's sitting here alone. Because she's stuck with her thoughts. Rudolf. I'm sorry that you had to see that. I should know that bitter tears are no good to anyone. I know now that the time to pick myself up and keep moving forwards. I know. And yet, here I am, wallowing in self-pity. I do not deserve to call myself the Emperor. I realize instantly that she's talking about her poor performance in the Fan Fest. You were just tired, that's all. It's not it, trainer. I am not judging myself merely by one race. The failure was the culmination of all my deeds prior to this point. That's why it stings so fiercely. I have pushed myself to forge furiously ahead in order to realize my own vision. I have not hesitated to unfairly impose my will on those around me if it would achieve my dream. I implored them to believe in the Emperor's strength. I assured them that I would lead them to bliss. And where did that lead me? To the shameful display you witnessed the other day. All the victories I have won so far will be worth nothing if I stop now. My dreams lie in the future, after all. And yet, I've come to a halt. All of my supposed majesty was exposed as a falsehood under the bright light of day. I disappointed everybody who came to watch me. Yourself included. No, worse. I betrayed them. Perhaps I was never qualified to be the emperor in the first place. Torena. What should I do? I wish I could give you words that this guy won't say. But I can't. Oh, do you? Do you? You don't have to do anything. What? Just keep on going. What do you mean? You're the emperor. No question about it. But how can you say that? I appreciate that you're trying to encourage me, but twisting the truth isn't kindness. The proof is right in front of you. Right in front of me? What do you mean? All this time she's been laboring under a flawed understanding of what the Emperor needs to be. It's true that the Emperor needs strength, but it's not strength to carry everyone's burdens alone that she needs. It's the strength to attract and inspire others. I see. And the course Symboli Rudolf has charted so far has proven beyond any doubt that she is capable of that. See for yourself. Huh? Just then, the sound of countless footsteps reach our ears. President! The student council has arrived. Prez! But why are you all... Symboli Rudolf lifts her head to see a crowd of Tracen Academy students running toward her. I couldn't help but notice that you were absent from the student council meeting today. I started asking around to see where you might be, and, well, it seems that a great number of students wanted to help. I see. I'm sorry for all the trouble. If this is about role assignment, I can have you draft, but that won't be necessary. I've taken care of it myself, more or less. Then, Narita Bryan will chair the event. I keep telling you, you should do it, and I'm not much of a speaker. We have already discussed this. I will have my hands full as general coordinator. But though both of those roles are usually mine, why would you... No, I see. You've given up on me after all. You've concluded that following my lead will not glide you to bliss. Very well. If my people do not want me, I shall do... What are you talking about? We are simply doing what we think is necessary, nothing more. I cannot possibly allow you to stand on stage while you are exhausted. After all, who else but the Emperor will inspire us to dream? The dorm leaders will pick up our slack. You got it. We'll be directing the crowds before and after the event. I asked my dear ponies to pitch in too, and they all happily agreed. Anything for the president, they said. You should have seen how they fought over you, over who got to do what. Please, there's no need to go through so much trouble. Trouble? Who said it was any trouble? We all know you're out there busting your butt for us, President. The whole class is psyched we finally get to return the favor. Whatever needs doing, we'll hop right to it. And if you need any heavy lifting done, just leave it to me and these guns. Look at them flex. I don't know what to say. Has this reminded you, President? We want to walk the path you walk. Chase the dream you chase. We don't want to sit on our hands and wait for you to create a world of bliss. We want to seize it with you. So please don't think of us as sheep to be protected. We're fully capable of running on our own 2 feet. Look at that, you got so many fans. You're right. I see now. How could I have forgotten? Thoughtless barely begins to cover my behavior. Rudolf. Trainer. It seems I've gotten so used to relying on only myself, I forgot how to lend an ear to those around me. You should have more faith in them. I know. And in what you have accomplished so far. I know. I will. Thank you. Thank you one and all. Symboli Rudolph's eyes begin to glisten once again, but this time it's not the tears that glimmer in her eyes, but the light of a firm will. Just 5? Well, it'd be a shame if you didn't make it. Let's see. What kind of race is this? This is long, right? Yes. Many skills is not going to cover it. Moderately. Good. That's what we need. We need something to shove her forward. That's all we're missing. All right. Uh-huh. Look at her. She'll do great with her skills. I am once again in your debt, trainer. Thank you for your kind words the other day. Thanks to you, my path is clear and confidence restored. No longer am I blind to my own failings. Besides, is there any race more fitting than to mark the Emperor's rebirth? Today, a new name will join the legends who have raced this track. The name of Symboli Rudolf, the Emperor. Wow, would you look at the time? Looks like I'm dreaming. Ah, what a wonderful day. Good thing we didn't lose or anything. You are going to be a pacer. Girl. We must receive that shield. It would only look good next to her statue as the Emperor.
Tenno 現在1番人気はテイエムオペラ王。実力は負けていません。2番人気スペシャルウィークグランプリウマ娘シンボリルドルフ。現在3番人気下克上は起こりうるのか。火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。ゲートイン完了。出走の準備が整いました。スタートです。各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りました。
No late start this time. That was all a dream. I expect them to pass her at some point, so she'll repass them. She's taken Opera's place. There are an insane amount of people who have skills for the end of the race. Also, if this pace doesn't work, I need to be top 3. This is her race. We're doing this for her. She's got to be top 3. I hope that replaced her velocity, because she didn't pass anyone late race. She's been the front runner the whole time. I'm surprised though, her stamina has been holding up. It told me she could be a top contender, so she will be.
シュ内1番残り 1000m を通過内の方からスペシャルウィーク外から行く5番そしてその内を
I'll accept whatever she ends up, but we know she has the ability to do such things.
先頭は変わらずジンボリルドルフ第4コーナーカーブ
ここからスパート一気にレースが動きます
ゴールドシップここで抜け出したじりじり詰めるライスシャワーこの直線で勝負が決まるぞテイオモグラをまだ抑えたままだまだ1馬身以上の差があるぞここから捉えることができるのか4着を切りましたさあ最終コーナーを曲がって最後の直線コースに入ったライスシャワー並んできた前は2人なしの
It's too bad it doesn't pop when she's passed by 3 people.
200を通過ライスシャワー足色は衰えないライスシャワー
We don't need to see the end of that.
戒めたしよ
注目の3番人気7番
Ring ring, I wonder what that
3番
meant.
人気ではありますが逆転を狙える能力を持っていますよ
また一つ歴史を刻もう
唯一スタート各馬娘綺麗な
Alright, you deserve 4 speed, viewers, if any of you are still here. She only must pass them, but she can't get left behind or she'll never make first. If I put her in pace, she'll outpace everybody and end up in 10th. Lead is the only way she can win. She's just too fast. We don't have the correct skills to win? I disagree. Well, it activated. All you have to do is outpace Gold Ship and Special Week. If you can't do that, we don't make it. As it looks, Gold Ship outpaced you. And we need to retry this again, my lord.
まだまだ上を目指さなくても
4th is not a winning space. No, you won't convince
注
me.
目の3番人気15番シンボリルドルフ
3番人気では
また一つ歴史を刻もう
Do exactly what you did last time. However, better. I'm only being strict to, get her in the zone. I'd never say, I only accept gold. No. That's a very mean thing to say. I'll accept whatever, we'll have to accept whatever happens. Because that's just how the world works. It activates way too late. How is this a good skill?
この結果戒めたしよ
Oh. Well, yeah, it's my fault. What am I gonna say? Oh, what? We could've won? No, it's the stamina. We had low stamina the whole game. And I knew it. That's why we kept getting second. It's on me. We didn't achieve our goals, but that doesn't mean our dreams are ruined. Yes, it does. But what do you mean? As her trainer, I'll continue to support her as long as she keeps on running. We did pretty well with low wit. But stamina is what we lacked. We got far too much power. Like, the power was actively hurting us. We kept pushing through when we didn't need to, and the speed kept us up there. This is not the build to build for Rudolf's skill, okay? Career complete. Rank C. How long has it been? It's so hot outside.
少しは志に
Hello, good job. You did amazing. I, apologize. However, good job on what you've achieved. I will see you again in the future. We will achieve your goal. I promise. So, that was Symboli Rudolf. If the last one didn't convince you, this one probably took 2 weeks to come out. I hope this did. If this didn't, there's nothing I can do and the game isn't for you. Otherwise, please, keep this game. I mean, this game is already alive. Apparently, it's 76% of Cygame's income. I just don't want it to end up like Dragalia Lost. Please. I'll probably record more. I don't know how good that video did. It came... Wait, let's see. It released half an hour before I started recording. It's now 10 p.m. This took about 5.5 hours. So, it's a free game. With this, I think it's great. This is... I would pay money for this. Of course, I wouldn't have gotten into it had it not been free. Because the premise is odd. But I hope that the first video and the intro video put off that oddness. So, I've done all I can. Have a good day.